Hello and welcome to today's Terminal Thursday. And today I'm here with Python. Hey Python.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Yeah, doing excellent. Maybe you guys have seen there's a new patch out, a quick patch, patch 984, and there's some new stuff in that. More fixes in the game, more updates. And yeah, the preliminary update also for the Soviet decision stuff is up there as well. You might notice in the single player start too, there are some updates and changes. How is the sound? Is the music good? Should we decrease the volume a little? Maybe like that. So we were discussing today with Python about the previous two games. Python sort of been winning. But today,
Isn't it difficult, That's the thing, sir.
yeah, and I think it's time to change strategy. Hey, how you doing?
I'm worried.
Hey, Bojack. He's saying that he likes the music low. Is it good, Bojack? 2 thumbs up. Nonetheless, as mentioned, today we're gonna be doing a new head-to-head game, and yeah.
Let's see it. When are we going to be trying out this time?
Well, as we were discussing, I've been sort of changing strategies a little bit because I think we reached a point where the simple stuff doesn't work anymore. Python is winning too many games. These challenges. So time to switch it up to something different. But since I did get a challenge here, I will send you a little key so you can connect to my game. So we've been getting a few questions, depending on the last game. For those of you who did not catch that game, actually you can find that on YouTube. And it ended with U.S. victory. In fact,
yes, nuclear war.
In fact, it was a nuclear victory, completely devastating the Soviet Union. Terrible things.
Could you send a new code?
Say again?
Could you send a new code? It's not connecting to the uplink.
Did I send you the right one? Should be this.
Alright, I'll put it in again. Let's see what happens.
I have a Bojack's right. I wonder how Python would do against Lemula. Oh, right, it timed out. Hold on, let me just send you a new code.
Thank you.
Got it here. Did you get the new code?
You haven't sent me on Steam on what's called Discord yet.
I did. That's odd.
It starts with 810, right?
No. It starts with 30.
I haven't got a Zod code yet.
Well, that's odd.
The last code I received.
Maybe we are having some connection issues.
That is possible.
Need
check something.
It seems like I can't send a message to you on Discord. That's strange.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Important. Can you still hear me?
Yep. Oh, you just caught it
Alright.
at the last second there.
That's all.
I think your connection might be lagging somewhat, Python.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did notice that potentially.
No matter. We'll give it a go. Yeah. So Python. Oh, there's one sound thing. Something is breathing into the mic. It seems. Yeah. That would be me. That would be me. Breathing heavily. I hope it's better now. Because I'm super excited about today. As mentioned, we're gonna be testing out somewhat of a new strategy because yeah, we kind of need to. So let's get it started. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so as per usual, the Soviets begin by selecting focus. So as I'm always mentioning, we got some questions and some regarding the previous game, and we'll try to also respond to those whilst we play. One of the questions was, why did I, as the Soviet Union, not go in the previous game for more into Sub-Saharan Africa rather than going for South America? And for those of you who missed that game is as mentioned up on YouTube. Basically what happened, if you look at the main map, is I played as the Soviets back in that game, captured the Middle East, and also most of Western Europe, and then built a bridge into South America, where I started colonizing. But didn't really go for Sub-Saharan Africa, and the question was, why didn't I go for Sub-Saharan Africa? Actually, that was a tactical choice at the time. Just so happened to be that when I captured most of the Middle East, I didn't really have enough resources left to also invest into Sub-Saharan Africa. And then as we progressed into a new timeline, I aimed for South America instead because there were more opportunities in South America at the time. So, but by then it was kind of too late because Python had already established himself quite heavily by that time already in Sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, but we'll be beginning actually in East Asia, and we might be seeing North Korea make a little entrance here. This could be interesting. Well, we have the choice here to both arm and disarm. Both of them are viable choices for the US. I think the Soviets are probably gonna go for arms race.
Be back.
So
Happened.
pros and cons. No, nothing yet. Pros and cons in arming, disarming for the U.S. at this point. If we arm, then we have a chance to use. Our superior air units. If we disarm, though, yeah, we get to place influence. 3 influence.
You know what's funny though? Every single focus I have would put me into mismanagement right now.
Yeah, in the beginning, I think going for that, since you gained 2 military, you probably had a lot of military already.
No, like literally all of my focus is put me in some form of mismanagement.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty solid start then for the U.S. The cons of disarming is you have to place units anew here, and you kind of give up a little bit um, on East Asia. So, but you get you get to readjust sort of what you got. So,
Disarmament.
actually, I will go with disarmament.
I'm surprised by that.
If you're watching China, look away now. You didn't see the U.S. capture Taiwan right there. Also,
Alright, I'm glad you reconnected back to Discord.
uh, also, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna make a foothold here, and also here.
Feels good, peace in Asia.
Well, it's just partial
I was
peace
surprised.
because you did not select disarmament.
Yeah.
So how do I know that? I know that because otherwise all the war zones, if we select mutual disarmament, all the war zones in the current focus, they disappear. So we would have had peace. This is a little step into China.
Maybe we'll have a more peaceful game, we're gonna have to see.
I mean, it's definitely
Oh,
something.
this is interesting. Even though I started with mismanagement, I didn't get a mismanagement event saying because I didn't stay more than a turn and it just started the turn, so that's lucky. So I didn't suffer for it.
Yeah, yeah,
Rest of the spend it.
yeah, there could be. It's there's a percentage chance that you don't get that. All right, let's actually, I think I'm gonna go with Olympus Rising, just in case.
To make things easier, how about we divide China right now, and the border would be at Lizhao, Jinan, and Tibet. In Stings, I take the entire Korean Peninsula.
Wait, what do you mean?
The border for China would be Jinan, Lanzhou, and Tibet. You control those territories, but I control the rest of China, and I take the Korean Peninsula to make one united Korea.
No, that doesn't seem fair, because you also get the Korean Fatherland Front and a bunch of stuff that gives you a heck of a lot more than it would give me.
It seems the best scenario seeing how we do not believe that the U.S. forces can hold South Korea at this time.
I think you might be wrong in that, but
But the offer's on the table if you're interested.
dividing China into two. Well, actually, I mean that offer is kind of unfair. It would grant you immunity for Mao in Beijing and for the Kim dynasty
This also
in
means
North
that
Korea.
you're able to secure mid-China, Lanzhou, and Zinan, and even go as far as Tibet, allowing you access to South Asia if you can secure a foothold there, or if what they call the Indochina fails for you. You would have the majority of Chinese territories of this arrangement. I would have Ilmakoy, Beijing, Manchuria, and Inner Mongolia.
Yeah, but what happens if you break that piece? Then I have no way of reinforcing that. But you would, because you
You,
have leaders there.
you'd be able to reinforce it with it. I assume you have like you soon
Well,
establish fighters in Iran,
here,
Guam.
I can make you a deal. If you assassinate Ho Chi Minh without using his power, I'm up for it.
I like Ho Chi Minh though.
Well, you would like it better to have half of China and getting Mao and Kim Il Sung, but then gotta assassinate Ho Chi Minh because let's face it, you don't like him. I don't like him. What about it? You got a deal?
I don't know. Ho Chi Minh's so nice too.
He has 4
I
power.
don't know, but
You probably have a 20% chance of assassinating him.
you have other priorities right now besides assassinating him at this moment.
Say again?
We have other priorities besides
No,
assassinating a
but
communist leader.
but we're not playing South Asia now. We're playing East Asia. And you know, if you really want the united China in the north, I think then getting rid of Ho Chi Minh for me, that would be a good deal.
We have to consider it.
Bojack is saying, poor Ho Chi Minh is really getting a raw deal. Oh, this is real politics, right?
Oh my god.
Because that then I can say, yeah, that would be a deal worth it if you did that. If you agreed to that, then sure.
How about this? I don't use Ho Chi Minh to reinforce Indochina. But he stays as a leader.
No, I'm not really interested in that though, because you would still have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, no, it's not that interesting. I want him gone. Just
I can't use valuable time to try and assassinate him right now. Those are the priorities.
of course you can. You can. And he'd be gone. What? Wait, it will take you what 2-3 turns, maybe 2. You still have half of the.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, you're gonna be doing stuff for in Korea. You should be able to make that happen.
That's half my turns lost, though. I can't accept that. I don't know. I'll think about it.
You sure?
For now, yeah. We cannot use this time currently to try to kill Ho Chi Minh. We have priorities in China and Korea, as well as the Aleutian Islands as well. Can't forget about that.
Well, it was worth it. Worth a try, I guess. Oh boy. What do I see? See invasion.
Just securing. What? What invasion? I see Eastern European islands off the coast of Kamchatsky.
Oh boy. See invasion. Invasion warning.
I don't know what you mean. This is not an invasion, it's an occupation of islands. There was no known US forces present there. It was peaceful. Now what was that? Engaged by US submarine groups? In our peaceful waters?
Peaceful waters, you mean? You mean there's a war zone there.
We don't have to treat it like one.
Did you did you receive my diplomatic offer? My generous
You
diplomatic
mean for
offer.
you mean for South Asia? Hmm. I don't know if I
I
can
still
agree
see
that.
Ho Chi Minh alive and pestering the good people of Indochina.
We have other priorities right now. We would look back at it. It's not high priority right now, but we would look back at the offer.
All right. Hmm. Push for unification. Oh boy.
It's
Yeah.
peace. It's a peaceful unification, though. No blood shall be spared here. No Korean War. That's not necessary.
That is true. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, currently our leader, I mean, what they call it, Kim Il-sung, wants to start a Korean War right now. He needs restraint. Yeah, he's not thinking straight. Let's see.
Hey, you said something about peaceful reunification.
Unfortunately, Kim Il-sung had other ideas, but we will try to limit the fighting in Korea. We believe pacification will soon take place.
So, how about that thing? See,
I don't,
see,
I don't know if I can agree to assassinating Ho Chi Minh right now. We're too busy with other priorities at the moment. Plus, Ho Chi Minh is a communist leader, of course. It would be betrayal.
no, no, it would be a fair and square deal.
So where are we going? Yeah, all around the world it looks like, besides, well, even South America.
And we are indeed going to South America.
Nice.
Disarmament.
The so the bad thing about this is there could be a lot of troop movements now into North Korea, and then perhaps there will be
Yeah, North Korea's a bit dangerous right now. Freaking war zones. Fine, it was the best situation though.
What would you have done, Bojack? Would you have would you have accepted that deal with Ho Chi Minh? He says absolutely not. Come on, friendly deal.
No, I don't know about that one, Seif. Ho Chi Minh doesn't deserve that, if we're being completely honest.
Well. Oh, maybe. Oh, great pillar of Asian communism. Talking about Ho Chi Minh, there he is, doing exactly what shouldn't have been done.
He's the man of the hour.
Me no happy about that. It's not particularly kind. Well, that's kind of bad. You know that the deal does not apply now. I mean, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's dead now. He died naturally.
It's very greedy.
I haven't elected him in a while, actually. I miss him.
I can't say I agree with that statement. And Jap as well. Wow. This is...
If I'm being completely honest, I actually only meant to recruit one leader, but I forgot that neighbor was in India and not South Asia, so I accidentally recruited India early. I heard South America's pretty nice right now. Gobbling it all up, unfortunately. Won't be able to get there in time to establish influence there for a reasonable price. I do have my suspicions that you could be going for a nuclear war here, though, since you're doing extra care to take over South America, which is important for influence left over. Not so, though.
Hmm. Let's see South Asia. So what does this actually mean? Well, it means he has a bunch of leaders. He can increase influence in Western India at least 4 times, even 5 times, but he would max it already. He can even do a support somewhere else for 2, and then increase by 3. And he has Jap, and he can do the same. Well, he has already maxed, so he will probably do support somewhere else, so that's 2 that will be placed somewhere else, but yeah, pretty powerful. Oh, we're going to the Middle East. That's interesting.
Yep.
Disarmament.
I think I'm gonna go for a disarmament in the Middle East. Yeah, we have mutual disarmament in the Middle East. So there's peace in the Levantian zone.
Oh, this is nice. Haven't seen that in a while. Give me a quick second, gotta plug in my mouse. And I'm back. Let's plug it in. Let's see what we're doing in the Middle East right now.
Yeah, there is peace in the Levantian zone. So, yep. We both did a mutual disarm. Not very historical, but... Oh. Peacekeeping the Holy Land. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to the UN. Yes. Mm. Let's see. Okay, that was quick. What's going on?
What is? I see you have another mismanagement event, sifting sand.
Well, the Vantian zone is getting captured. Well, that's unfortunate. One turn remaining. Hey, hey! Yeah, I can update you on the story. So, there was a deal discussed because Soviets started off running the Korean decision chain with the Kim dynasty, and there was a deal suggested that we split China along the line of Jinan, Langzhou, Tibet, going to the US, and then the rest to the North Koreans. But I got a counter offer for that if the Soviets assassinated Ho Chi Minh, then there was gonna be a deal, but they didn't. So there was no deal. Yeah! Look at that! Finally!
Nah, it said finance the 5.
The international bank comes through and gets us influence in Namibia, gets us influence in Nigeria, and gets us influence in France. The French-Belgian zone comes over to our...
Arms race.
Sweet. Okay. Also send some necessary help to Greece. And then we had a little thing in South America, but not much has happened. Oh, well, look at that. What do you know? secure Svalbard. Yeah, so what ended up happening was then it used up Ho Chi Minh, captured a bunch of stuff. Then Nehru came out, then Giap came out. So yeah, it's really a mess in.
I hope the cooking at the mess is good. Hello?
Cooking is awesome. Hey, William, how you doing?
I,
Not terrible, I'm afraid, considering I'm fever and all the previously mentioned problems.
Well.
Alright. Good to see you doing better.
Just gonna be doing this. Hello, Warzone in Yugoslavia.
Oh boy, you look at that.
So what this means is if
Is that the news?
say again.
Oh, that was a joke. Like, it's that the news?
Oh.
So why I did that is because if he moves units into Yugoslavia now, I can actually destroy them. Oh, well. What do you know? Thinks he can do that. Well. Timeline ends. But yeah, Greece is getting greased. Well, we will be beginning. Ooh, interesting. Ah, this is pretty cool. I think I'm actually gonna go for the weapons program.
Ain't that just funny?
Come on.
Arms race.
One-sided disarmament. Look at that. Aw, Canada. Why are you so mean?
Well, the Canadians say that, but remove the second part. They just blame the geese.
Independent Quebec, here we go.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go for this. Yeah, that's good. And
We have launched our first object into space.
I beat the Soviets into space. Oh yeah! Oh, Canada. Look at that. Canadians. Well, know what we gotta do.
Outs.
The enemy have launched their first object into space.
Oh, you launched an object into space, did you?
Nuts.
Why not?
A teapot?
Yeah, a teapot. I hope not. Ooh. Yep. that.
Wait.
I could go for this.
No way. No.
Alright, let's make that happen.
Oh, yeah, of course. 5 years experience.
Hmm. Would be great to finish the weapons program. I kind of need the VP. Yeah, he could have reduced the Eastern United States and used espionage if he wanted to, but perhaps he doesn't have enough elites. I'm not sure. He, or he just wanted to see the Canadians, you know, take a sharp turn to the left. Can you give us some insights on that, Python? Why didn't you go for lowering Eastern United States?
I thought it was low priority at the time. I believe Quebec and Greenland for now would be more useful. That's also logistical routes, and since it starts in the Eastern United States, lowering it currently wouldn't do much. As he would also instantly take it back as well for being only one territory.
Okay.
No, he disarmed. So Western Europe, he chose to disarm in Western Europe. So there are no. Yeah, it's disarmed. Western Europe, he's disarmed. Just want to make sure that there are no.
By being in disarmament in Western Europe, he still drew forced blood and killed my allied forces in Yugoslavia. And now he's firing on German forces.
No, no, I killed your forces in Greece.
Yeah, my bad. Greece.
William, I think your phone. Yep. No, I killed your forces in Greece.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, so yeah, I forgot about that.
Which was, by the way, in
They were in a war zone, admittedly.
a war zone. So
They took the risk. Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't a war crime. It wasn't unprovoked.
it was war.
It will not be forgotten.
Hmm.
Just like a fight for taking of Greece entirely.
Hmm. This is an interesting thing. Now he has the dilemma of withdrawing it into Yugoslavia if he wants to, or back to where it came, into Eastern Europe. I doubt he's gonna withdraw it into Yugoslavia, because I can bomb it there. Now that's a war zone. That's why I made it into a war zone.
At least we called it for now.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. There we have him, Kim Il-sung. He's monstrously powerful now. Yeah, it's a lot of army commands appropriated in North Korea. Political expansion. Well, that's interesting. Yep, now we got back the ability to build army commands. Will be interesting to see where the Soviet Union takes things with their focus.
We must have our own
Ah,
tank
they're
program as
building
well to combat
tanks.
the United States.
They
The
are
T-54
building
in response
tanks.
to the M48. This would be the superior next generation tanks on the battlefield.
Disarmament.
And like the Americans, this one will actually be completed.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go for disarmament. And
Completing a project? Are you insane?
I think I'm gonna take away one there.
If
And
the project is completed, the designers will be out of work.
and then
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
make that happen. So causing a little trouble for the Soviet Union. Oh, more Juche. Well,
I had to do it. It's gonna be a military mismanagement. Bailed me out there. Oh, I should have sent him out there, and I'm good with freaking destroyer. God dang it.
caught it in the open. Ooh. Actually. Yeah, we got attacked there. That's fine. It's alright.
I'll leave you for now. Good luck.
Yeah, wait for victory.
Had to do it.
Oh.
What the heck just happened? Wow. Fair to assassinate an attempt in India. Jesus.
Damn it. He even gained 1 power, it was so bad. CIA is not doing its job. Yeah, that can actually happen if you have a critical failure. And
Unlike the filthy Americans, we have actually completed our tank modernization.
yeah, you heard him. He said colonization. That's how bad things are. That's how bad the things are.
You guys better kill a neighbor in doing a parade or something? Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes. I mean, I don't know what happened to him.
Oh no.
We will mourn his passing.
Oh my god. Killed by the CIA.
Yeah, no, I mean, sure, we will mourn his passing. He was a great guy, great guy.
Second, he was just finished saying he survived an assassination and just get killed by another assassination. Oh my gosh.
And now,
Oh, it's so sad.
she'll make sure that Jap will do nothing by doing this.
Wait, what? No, stop your rampage, stop.
Aha!
US forces in taken Malaysia.
And what that means
Bastard.
is, now you can't place any of his power, his influence. I outfoxed Jap. The fox himself! I outfoxed him. Yeah, because it takes 2 power for him to use his support. So most leaders have a support ability that takes 2 power, which means you spend 2 power and then you get to place 1 influence by taking away one of his powers. By attacking him, he now only has 1 power, so he can't use support. Basically, it was costly for the Soviets because I prevented him from securing South Asia. What? Invasion in Berlin.
Securing Eastern Germany.
I guess that was expected as a response to me being friendly to.
Friendly.
Oh.
Going.
I was gonna go South America, but since yeah, things are kind of bad. I'm not gonna. And instead, we'll go to Africa.
Let's see.
Disarmament.
Americans, we have infinite people support in invasion of Europe.
Ah, we have enough. Why are you trying to challenge that?
Germany belongs to the Soviet Union, not the United States. I mean, you
This-
saw when we first went to Europe. It was USSR aligned until U.S. forces already stationed there refused to leave.
These assertions are incorrect. Sir.
I don't know about that.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Yeah, United Germany. Let's cause a celebration.
Wow.
East.
Arms race.
So this will certainly be interesting. Yeah, I don't think so. Operation Balak. Well, well, well. Yeah, I haven't put out Ben Gurion yet. His power is actually growing by him using operations. Unfortunately, he loses his support ability now, Ben Gurion. But he has gained some power. Looks like the Soviets will not be controlling central Turkey, in fact.
Dang it.
Yeah, your American colleagues are really sad about that fact.
So close.
And there you go. Jup is gone. I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, I'm gonna be happy about this. It's interesting. Actually, I don't want that. I'll get this focus instead. That's not the worst situation, though. I could afford it. Yeah, I think so. I think I click it.
This is interesting.
Yeah, actually, picking the focus then. Alright.
Arms race.
I think I'm gonna go for the arms race, actually.
Of course, gotta have military readiness.
Our bomber commands can now deliver ballistic strikes. We have launched our first animal into orbit. We have sent our first man into space.
Wow, you guys are really going for the space race this game. I'm surprised.
It looks like somebody left their forces vulnerable.
Gonna miss. He didn't deserve such a fate.
Oh, he did. He was asking for it.
Ow!
He was like, attack me! Do it! Do it!
Man, we peacefully unified Germany and see what these American hogs do. They blow it up, kill our forces there.
That was hardly peaceful.
Was it not a peaceful invasion? It wasn't a war zone until you air raided us. That's alright, we would not abandon our European comrades.
Yeah, we kind of turned the tide around a little bit. Well. What do you know?
NASA is here.
Yep, capture the rock as well. Should be fine. And maybe more juche. So far so good, except Nasa. That's he's annoying. Oh great, gee. Well, guess now is as good of a time as ever.
What the heck just happened? Oh, we must have only had one power.
There we go. I guess Libya didn't go Soviet after all.
Oh man, just lost Libya. Just noticed that. I was wondering what he did.
Yeah, because Nasser now has only one power left, so he can't take Libya back. Okay, it's gonna be interesting where we're gonna go from here. The Sub-Saharan Africa gain 1 influence in all war zones. Declare war zone in Angola. Well, I think that's pretty peachy.
Arms race.
Whoopsie whoopsie.
You're being quite aggressive right now, I noticed. You've already equipped on my tanks.
Oh, it looks like somebody deployed in Sudan was thinking of ambushing Americans. No, we can't have that. No American ambushes. We also welcome Moise Chombe. And he will be taking away that deployment in the Kerguelen Islands. Consolidate Zaire. More Juche. More influence in Iran.
As you see on the world stage, the Americans have declared almost every single war zone around the world. Africa, now Iran, Germany, Yugoslavia. Pretty just made them terror hand.
Propaganda.
I think up to the Soviets to put a stop to it.
This is not entirely wrong, but
Oh, a party in the Middle East.
I'm actually gonna go for that.
Arms race.
Let's see what you pick. Western Europe.
You can use it some less finance.
Interesting.
Arms race.
Actually gonna go for an arms race. It's mine.
Picking Portugal.
You mean lovely Portugal? Yep, I love it too. Pakistan, hey? Well.
Oh wow, NATO. Interesting. 5 influence for US-controlled territory in Western Europe.
About time. What else do I want to actually do? There's a lot of potential things I could do, but what is it that I really want to do? There we are.
Alright, focus exclusion completed. 2 leaders dead, unfortunately. That's alright.
Finally. Well, I guess you begin by selecting focus. Let's see. So we got 2 Sub-Saharan Africa, 1 South America. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go to South Asia. This is interesting. And a Soviet influence in Alaska. Well, well, well.
Yep, when influenced globally.
Now I think an interesting prospect here.
Disarmament. The enemy have launched their first man into space. The enemy have completed their first rendezvous in space.
Wow. That's a lot of completed things. Not bad, not bad.
Our bomber commands can deliver strikes at a greater range.
Hmm. Hmm. You see, there's just one thing I'm wondering about.
What is that?
That is, why didn't you take the deal I offered you right at the get-go? It would have been awesome.
I can't let, it's too unlikely chances to assassinate my leader. And I don't want a leader dead, unfortunately. Apparently China still isn't united, unfortunately. Under communist control. Maybe later.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got an idea. This could be good. Turkish Cypriot zone, eh? Well, well, well. Look at that. Hmm. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Let's go
Oh.
to Africa.
All right. Whoopsie. Looks like we didn't go to Africa.
That's a lot of people found.
Arms race.
Well, well, well. Whatever should I do with all of this wonderful people power?
I wonder. Who are you gonna invade? Oh, Middle East.
Invade? Me? Never. Protect. Free. Liberate.
I doubt you're freeing anybody.
Of course I am. From the tyranny of oppression. That,
I don't see any. There wasn't any prisons in that area.
represented by the evil state of Soviet Union.
I believe the oppressors here are the Americans.
Oh no no. Who's trying to do infiltration missions?
Operation Luna has failed.
Thought you wouldn't notice that. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. At least I was hoping. Yes. Interesting. I wonder where we go. Eastern Europe.
Yep, going to Eastern Europe.
Disarmament.
I guess I'll do this armament then. And reduce that one. I am wondering what you're doing, because I do find it strange that you're not doing anything. So I ask myself, why are you not doing anything?
Could be intelligence missions.
Yeah, it could be. What's the odds of that? None.
That's pretty high. I do intelligence all the time.
Oh, it's well, not all the time. From time to time. That's
Arms race.
Oh, you were doing intelligence. In fact, enemy activity. Mm-hmm. Well, well, well. I think I'm gonna force your hand.
Oh wow, Doomsday Maximum. See if I can let's see if I can do something about that. Alright. There we go.
Hmm. Surprisingly cooperative. See what will happen.
The enemy have completed their first orbit of the moon.
Huh.
This was really good timing actually for the... Yep, feel that. It's good. I'm happy about that. Yes, yes, indeed. We are putting up a wall across Sub-Saharan Africa. Another failure. That's good. Good for us. Okay, let's think about this here. Just looking back here, what was done. So, began the new timeline. Soviet selection. So I and then we're gonna be taking away Somalia. Oh, interesting. Last move there. And very interesting indeed. This will be a cool start. We'll look at that shortly. Okay. Yeah, because he's leading with victory points, we get to select first. Let's look at the focuses. Ooh. That's interesting. Interesting. That's really good. And the question is which one to go for. I mean, this is really good. This would net us. This is also good, but this. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this. There we go. Perhaps a little bit unexpected.
Disarmament. Our submarine fleets can now deliver nuclear strikes.
The previous one has, I mean, pretty much cut off the Soviets, but I think consolidating that would be great. See what can be done about that. You little sneaky Kerguelen Islands are kind of annoying me.
No big deal.
Just trying to be outside my nuclear range.
What? No, I'm not. There's only safe place in Africa that you things can reach.
Warsaw Pact. Yeah, it was good that I took away East German Baltic. Otherwise, we would have the Warsaw Pact there as well.
That.
I'm kind of happy with that, actually. That I took that away. solid. Do I wanna actually might wanna do something about this instead. This guy, don't need him there. Let's see. That is so cool. Think I should do it. Nah, not yet. Not yet. Well, there you go. No more escape. Now, you have to take the long way home, Pilgrim.
What's the meaning of this?
So there is just one path into South America through Central Sul Brazil. It's the only path in. Costs you 6 to do that. Logistics to Kerguelen Islands are pretty good though. You can still get there, but nothing past this. I like that, actually. And Spain here blocks you, so that's pretty good. What do you think, Cleveland? That's what I was suspecting would be happening. See, I did suspect you would do that.
Don't. Ouch.
You see, I kinda knew you would be doing that. Let's make this a little bit interesting.
Disarmament.
We're gonna do disarmament.
Disarmed.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take away this, we're gonna take away that.
I hope you have a lot of people power because we're gonna break up NATO. It's about time.
You're gonna do what?
I hope you have a lot of people power because you're taking down NATO.
You're not gonna be
You
taking.
belong to the Soviet Union.
Not gonna be taking down NATO. Not the least bit. Also, why would you be taking down NATO? That's
I mean, Europe is pretty nice, honestly. But a nice buffer state, and I was trying to take it early on, but you freaking stopped me with the freaking carrier. I tried to take the freaking crew that Kim was selling, but this wasn't good enough.
so yeah. There's not gonna be any more in with Che. Oh. Wow. You gonna go nuclear? Think that's what's happening here. But you're not gonna win.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about that.
I don't know.
No, I know.
That scares me. I have doubts now.
Quite interesting, says Cleveland. Da 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 da. So you're gonna be using Che.
Yeah, it's funny because say in reality there won a nuclear war between the Soviets and the United States.
I'm just gonna tell you straight away. If you go nuclear, you're gonna die. I have submarines in the Arctic. I have everything. You're gonna die. And I have subs researched. You're gonna die. You can go for it. You can try. But you are gonna die.
I don't know if you tell me the truth though, honestly.
Why would I?
I
Twice in a row? You're wrong. I do have subs in the Arctic. You're gonna die.
God.
Check
Yeah,
this
Marv
out.
missiles. Oh my God. Do you have Marvs?
Oh, you're gonna die anyway. I have enough nukes. See?
Oh my God. You got. When did you get submarines? I know you didn't have those things. I knew you were going for this. I was hoping you keep going for the space race so I could win the nuclear war.
No. See? Told you you're gonna die. Even the Kerguelen Islands have died.
God dang it. That's not gonna be enough. No
It's
way.
not. You're gonna be near enough.
But no one's gonna live at this point too. This is actually mutually assured at this point. Freaking subs. I was hoping you didn't have subs like last time. I was hoping you were bluffing by the submarine so you could hold off and get a submarine next turn.
So all of the Soviet Union disappeared. Oh, maybe your subs. Maybe I'll actually survive this. We'll see how much. Perhaps not.
I had some subs in Asia. I'm surprised I hit South America though. Yeah, mostly North and South America. That explains it. Yeah, pretty much everyone. Oh, yeah, the war actually died in this scenario here.
Well, South America lives, and the Pacific. No.
Yeah,
In order to win,
There you go.
sometimes have to lose. And in
Mine-
order
ah.
to lose, well, you've done that part already.
Yep.
I thought you were lying. I totally
No.
thought you were lying. Oh my God, I didn't believe you for a second. So you were
I
going
kicked.
with
Yeah,
it.
you led by 45 points, and at the end you only had like 40 some points in difference. So you had about the
Yeah,
same.
60
Right. So you
I was hoping-
basically got annihilated.
Yeah, I was hoping what you would do here is keep going for the space race. Let me use Kim Il-sung to get to arrest submarines, which I did, and then lost. But nope.
No, I
you were
got you
smart.
this time. I told
Yeah,
you were gonna die.
Yeah, you were smart and stopped going to space race too hard, and actually went to nuclear tech. That was interesting.
But I mean, basically there was I was gonna win this if you continued anyway because I had the potential. I mean, I cut you off everywhere, and I had the potential to expand in sub-Saharan Africa for sure. And then that's where I was gonna go next. And in South America, there was no way you could.
You have
get
had a crap ton of influence in sub-Saharan Africa, South America. So I would have taken the Middle East, but I don't know.
No,
Is
the Middle East
equivalent
was
both
you
ways?
would have lost the Middle East. I had 5 fighters,
Okay, I
and
would not. I, I would not have lost the Middle East. What?
I had 5 fighters. I had 2 army commands, and I could bring in army commands for free and deploy in the Middle East. And I could go through, and the units that I had in sub-Saharan Africa could go straight into the Middle East.
I'm not too worried about the army command since the US doesn't really have a lot of army commands as you bought some more extra. And you did, yeah, the US doesn't have too many army commands.
Well, but
There's
you
only certain
see,
amounts of.
what you don't know is I pulled out most of the army commands in Western Europe because I didn't need them. Your invasion in Western Europe anyway would have failed because I had plenty of air power and stuff there. So
Yeah, yeah, I was hoping that with me going to Europe, you wouldn't see it as a nuclear attack
yeah,
imminent.
but
But
since
nah,
I had
you saw how cool it was.
since I had 5 fighters in Morocco, I don't think you would have beaten those, and you didn't have 5 fighters in the Middle East.
Yeah, I didn't. I had 5 fighters in Iran.
Yeah. Oh, you
Well, I would have had. I would.
yeah, but you
Yeah,
had a war zone there, and where I had my fighters, I didn't have a war zone.
that is true. So it could have been more risky.
Yep.
Uh,
And
so what made you
and I
more
could have deployed bomber
with the
commands for free into the adjacent regions there in the Middle East because of the fact that I had not only did I have ships, surface fleets going down in a convoy all the way down to the Mauritian zone, I also fully dominated the Mauritian zone so I could deploy for free to adjacent regions.
yeah, yeah, the US completely contained communism in this game, honestly. Oh my goodness. I wanted to move it to you. I wanted to take Europe early, but it just didn't happen, honestly. Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, and when I got NATO done, I was like, yep. Um,
Yeah.
and then shutting the door in the Pacific, that was brutal, actually.
Yeah. I wanted to go into South America, but nope. You took Spain, so that was gonna be tough to do.
Yeah,
Uh,
and then of
were you?
course, I had 2 army commands deployed in South America. So
But yeah, you definitely remember the last game. You went for those subs, made so you had the submarines unlock, and yep,
yep.
it saved your life.
Well,
Even though I was couldn't overcome them.
yep.
That was a good game, honestly. I had a good time. 60 plus VPs. So maybe if I would have had maybe more VPs elsewhere, I could have done it. I don't know. It would have been so.
No, I mean, after this, if you wouldn't have launched, I would just used all the stuff I had in South America to gain victory points, like the securing South America with the what is it that one called? The American influence, the one where you sacrifice
Yeah, you would have
alignment
kept
for
expanding.
victory points.
You would have kept expanding everywhere at that point. I was hoping you didn't. I was really hoping you didn't have submarines. Really hoping you didn't, but nope, you had them.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, it seems we've gotten to a point where we both know that you need submarines or a nuclear war is extremely likely. So I can count on you having submarines most of the time at the very least.
But in this game, you died hard. Like I think only 2 of your
Oh yeah,
regions actually survived.
Yeah,
It was.
I had the Middle East and I had parts of Asia. Yeah,
Hey,
we both got nuked out so badly.
thanks, Cleveland. Cleveland says, "Good one, guys." Yeah, for sure.
Oh my
I did
Okay.
warn you. I did give you the Kennedy
Yeah, you did.
treatment.
I didn't believe you though. I was really hoping you were lying.
And then you just died hard.
That seems yeah. Like oh no, he actually does have subs. Okay. Well, it seems I needed to invest more in the conventional war instead. Since I had my nukes down, I rushed towards submarines, so I had that down, no issue. But I was terribly prepared for any conventional conflict with the United States. So I need to care about that more. I need to invest more in finance because I had terrible finance the entire game as well. Taken by fighters, bombers, etc., carriers. So yeah, as a Soviet, you're going to try to be investing more in the conventional war next time because that's extremely important.
Yeah,
To
that's
overcome
a very
or at
good
least
point.
challenge the United States fighter supremacy. Because if you don't overcome the conventional war, Keegan is bombing with fighters, and it's not much you can do about it since you can only have so many around the world. So yeah,
Yeah.
I need better finance next time.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
still, what's the point?
I mean, in this game, if you wouldn't have launched now, I think you would have lost later anyway.
Yeah.
I also have um, the mission and enough elites to launch the one where I kick out some of your subs from the Arctic as well. So
how many max submarines can you kick out?
2.
Oh, I only had 2 in the Arctic.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So,
But yeah,
so
we were complete. I mean, last game we were rolling in money. This game we were so poor. It was sad. We had like no money this game. And I didn't have the stuff to get more finance into a late game. I need to focus more on early finance.
yeah, for sure. I think that in this, like I said, otherwise, what I would have done is, if we would have continued, I would have
And you were just in the
reduced
whole
your
world,
V. I
yeah.
would have reduced your VP, and just basically continued capturing. Well, I would have booted out your subs from to discourage you even further from launching, and then I would have just
I
continued
could
taking over
always
the
send,
world.
I could always send them. I could always send them back though. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it gonna be
but the
mutual or,
delay.
or
Yeah, but the delay
yeah?
of sending them back and everything. I mean, it wouldn't have been worth it. And and besides, even if you did, like, what could you do at that point?
Yeah, not like no real first strike capability though
Yeah,
to win at this time.
and 4 continents, 5 continents I dominated by this point, which was
Oh yeah.
which was North America, South America, Sub-Saharan Africa, Western Europe, and the Pacific.
I got completely warped this game, honestly. Oh my goodness.
No, I think you
Uh,
played well. But yeah, I think there was something, and probably it was the lack of finance, which meant that you couldn't actually sustain the building of alignment to be. I mean, you built a lot of military, but too much military, because
yep,
doesn't
that
didn't
too.
really help at the end. It would have been better to build some finance for sure.
I needed finance so I could hold my ground in Africa and the Middle East so I can deploy fighters, carriers. That's what I needed. I needed science the air war more. And I failed to do that, and I lost horribly. In Europe, yeah, you can really feel it when you don't have finance in the conventional war.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing started turning my way when I managed, first and foremost, to gain the foothold and outplay you in Western Europe. That's when I kind of knew that once I got NATO down, just like, yeah, historically, once NATO was there,
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to take any territories
yeah,
afterwards.
and I was constantly deploying. When you picked Eastern Europe, I was constantly disarming in a way where I would just make it hard for you and more costly for you for deployment. So I took away always influence to make deployments for you more costly, and because then you had to recover the influence. But I set most of them to 4 or to 2, or just to make it really, really costly for you to deploy. And I think that, combined with the fact that you didn't invest in alignment for finance, was really a
Yeah,
good combo.
yeah, yeah, that was amazing. That really hurt any operations I wanted to run, even on the other focuses for the entire timeline. For like a
Well,
few timelines, I had like for a few timelines I only had like one finance the entire time, so I couldn't really deploy any real.
I think you could have turned it around, if two yeah, 2 timelines ago, if you would have invested into finance, because I saw you invested a lot into military alignment. Um, so I was like, well, yeah, full on military, that's great. Then all I need to do is gain the subs, and just make everything else annoying, and then I should.
Yeah,
That's,
and that's a pretty good strategy this game. What was your strategy this game? I'm
so
curious.
I actually had, first, my strategy was a 3 stage rocket. First, was to, if possible, get NATO. So that was sort of everything was balanced around that, because as soon as I got NATO, then the next thing was, get. Um, well, initially I was trying to stop you in East Asia and trying to go for, South Asia. That's why I wanted to make that deal. But since you didn't go for that deal, I actually skipped that the second phase and replaced it with going for um, uh, sub-Saharan Africa. And then what I would do as number 3 was go from Western Europe and Sub-Saharan Africa like a pincer into the Middle East, and that's essentially what I did. That's why I had so much deployed in the Middle East, and because once I did that, I would cut you away from South America.
Yeah, I couldn't deploy any like submarines to deploy in South America to here were so expensive.
You couldn't because you could.
Yeah, I didn't have the finance.
No, no, but even then, you couldn't deploy. You can't deploy submarines there because there was no pathway there. As soon as I closed up the Pacific, then you don't have a seaway, so you can still deploy land units through because you had influence going from Brazil to, but there was no way you could cross onto the other side. So actually, you could only deploy land or air units in Peru.
Yeah, that was painful. I could play like a fighter or a bomber, but it would just instantly get detected, or at least quickly detected.
Yeah, and it was a war zone too, so deploying there.
Yeah, so he just dies.
I'm fine with that. Your fleet just immediately sinks.
Yeah, my finance name was my Achilles heel was the finance. Next time I need to invest more in that because military is nice, but you need money to back it up, you know.
Yeah, you can't just go military, and besides, when you have gathered so much military, because Juche grants you a lot of military, but Juche grants you people, not finance, and so often that sort of gets it's I've made that mistake a few times as well.
They're basically overusing him or taking him for granted. We didn't really need him.
Yeah.
And then you're like over investing in people power so you can spend influence, but yeah.
Yeah, and I think also what I was kind of happy with is stopping, because you put so much effort into Juche, you kind of neglected the South Asian leaders. So I got to actually get rid of all of them without them securing much of South Asia at all.
Yeah, he died pretty quickly. I was able to lock down a freaking Thailand, but you already had a tank there at that point.
Yep. I actually had the one there quite early. When you refused my offer, that's when I deployed one.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because
So
when
you've
you
been there
said
for a while now.
you would think about that, I kind of knew where that was going.
Yeah. I need the freaking career. I need to time my career in Rinso because I need to make sure I got what's it called? I secure this freaking people power, and oftentimes stuff ends its turns.
Well, it was a great game, and
Oh yeah, definitely. I enjoyed it.
it also
I
showed.
took some, as always, yeah, took some lessons from it. I'm glad about that. Getting better.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
Entertained
think
better.
the lesson for me was for this game is basically that it's important not to when your opponent is making a mistake in investing too heavily into something, not to disrupt that.
Oh
So
yeah.
just basically let him continue doing that, and just try and find ways to make the impact of that even worse. And
And that's pretty much what happened in the entire game. Pretty much, it just kept compounding on that mistake of going for a military when it in the end it didn't matter at all.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But at the same time, also, I think in it I didn't build enough trust though. I should have done that more because when I warned you about that you would die if you did it, you didn't believe me. Um, so I should have probably done some other things that kind
I
of.
think some of that was possible. What's it called? I think some problem with denial also as well, since I know that, like, assuming he is lying is my only chance to launch, or he takes over the world now. So I was really hoping I got my, I was really, and plus I had something since freaking Korea, so I had like a bunch of nukes available too. So another possibility was even if he does have subs, if none of that to play strategically, I should still be able to kill enough people to take out the world and get the victory.
Well,
But nope,
actually, you
even
could
that
have
didn't
gone
happen.
for mutual victory. I think that would have been a better option
Oh
at
yeah,
this
that's,
point.
I mean, yeah, that's not, yeah, that would have been preferable too. Yeah, oh, I actually forgot mutual victory existed.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
the
goodness.
thing is, I think that would have been a better option for you, and just basically try to stop me from getting world domination by just because you had a lot of
Yep,
people power to just increase that more and go for conventional more, and then just
yep.
don't
If I
really
would have
focus on nuclear.
convinced on these, yeah, just hold my territories, I probably could have done it. So I didn't really go for nuclear war here. Good point.
Yeah, and I think that would have been a better option. But yeah, I mean, you would have still had to fight really hard conventionally
Oh yeah,
in order
yeah,
to
that's the whole, yeah.
yeah because as mentioned the Soviet position particularly in South America was very weak and even and
Extremely.
sub-Saharan Africa was also under pressure. I mean, I had quite a bit of forces there. Army commands. I had a bomber command. I had, um, yeah, surface fleets. So,
Yeah,
and
I'll keep that in mind next time because I totally forgot that that was actually an option, the whole mutual, not mutual disarmament.
yeah.
It's actually quite nice.
Um, Cleveland says, "What are the conditions for mutual victory?" Well, you just gotta basically not launch a nuclear attack until the end of timeline 10, so 1991. And if that happens, you none of you launch. When the last timeline ends, you both win. You get a mutual victory.
Yeah, it's quite interesting how that's possible. It encourages peace if you can maintain it.
Yep, if you can maintain it. That is really.
Mhm.
So it's about building trust with your opponent, despite the fact that, I mean, kind of forgetting what was, leaving the past behind, and building some form of diplomatic. I mean, part of that is, of course, making sure you're not pressuring your opponent too hard. And if both of you are in that, um, but I mean, it's hard. It's hard to build mutual trust, especially when you have limited communication, and that's why it's important that that's the way the game is designed. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, I freaking love how they made it like that so you can never know for sure. Like there's no chat box where you can talk about world events.
yeah, so basically choosing things that reduce paranoia just in general. Cleveland says so. In real life, the Soviets were really close to mutual victory, but lost to economic mismanagement. Yeah, exactly. They lost to
Oh,
they actually lost twofold, not just economic mismanagement but also people mismanagement, because in the end the Soviet Union ended up ended up actually in what could have been a civil war if Boris Yeltsin intervened when a coup was launched and Gorbachev was arrested and so on. So there were hardliners in the Soviet Union. In fact, you had Soviet tanks in Moscow firing at the yeah at the party headquarters. Soviets were killing Soviets.
yeah, yeah. Like then some like two like a Soviet two died in the highways, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then of course you had all the republics that broke away from the Soviet Union in the Baltics and elsewhere in the south. Countries
And they were in
like
much of a position
Kazakhstan.
to stop them either.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So countries like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and all of these were formed, and they broke away from the Soviet Union. Well, actually, the Soviet Union was dissolved because by then, I mean, Russia broke out of the Soviet Union itself, and famously, Yeltsin stood upon the tanks that rolled in into Moscow and told them, "No,
Oh wow.
This is your Russians. You shouldn't be shooting against the people. Yeah, it's really interesting. But that was people and finance mismanagement. Yep. And this happened right at the end. But if you look
So
at
they were so close. Like they're all like three turns off.
yeah, but I mean, for sure. But if you think back, though, the Soviet Union was in such dire straits. That's why they were. Gorbachev was conducting diplomacy with the West, in particular with Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher at the time.
Oh, Margaret Thatcher was around back then.
Yeah,
Huh?
absolutely,
Oh.
and that's why they started off with the START agreements. So and the SALT agreements, which were basically they agreed not to spend as much money on nuclear weapons. So they started nuclear disarmament in order to save finance, in order to save not to have to invest so heavily into building a nuclear arsenal and to get some strain off of the of Soviet society, because Soviet society at this point was not manufacturing any manufacturing goods. I mean, they were plainly not making any civilian goods. They were just making everything was invested in the military. So they were making nuclear weapons and tanks, but they were not making any. I mean, just regular civilian goods.
The bare minimum 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, famous part of this is like if you wanted to buy a car in the Soviet Union, you had to pay the entire car in years in advance, and then it took them a while,
Yeah,
and then
nobody's
finally,
nobody's doing that. That's insane.
oh, well, this is how it worked in the Soviet Union. So you had to pay in advance,
Yeah,
and then
too
they would
expensive
deliver
these days.
years later. The party would deliver one to you. But of course, the problem became it
That's
was
such a
longer and
bad
longer.
deal. It isn't even funny.
Yeah, but some people are saying you have that now. If you actually order a Tesla, you don't get it straight away. You have to wait. You know, it's kind of funny how some people point out that it works like in Soviet times. You pay in advance and then, but I mean it's not the same. But you kind of
There's some similarities, yeah.
it's a dig at the fact that it, sort of the system
Isn't as
is
severe.
is under severe strain, and I think we have that also today. But today it's lack of microchips and other things, and the trade systems being under duress. But yeah, a very interesting question, a very interesting a thing indeed. But if they would have lasted a little bit longer, I think that Russia today, in general, would be in a different place, because, of course, with that the Soviet Union collapsed, but it also meant kind of chaos that would usher in this really that pent up need for civilian goods meant that when the Soviet Union collapsed, you could essentially buy anything. So that's when the oligarchs really got established, when all of the Soviet industry, the heavy industry, and most of the other raw material production was also sold out to oligarchs for almost pennies. So people would just basically take over factories and production, whatever it would be, because it was valued to be worth almost nothing due to the fact that there was such a shortage of civilian goods and people needed civilian goods, not heavy industry. But those who then had financial means of keeping those and running, of course, be that a factory of that manufactured metal pieces, or be that some other production line. I mean, once things had stabilized, then those became really valuable, and that's basically how we got the oligarchs that we have today.
Hmm.
So for sure, I mean, history would have taken a different turn if if the Soviets would have acted differently. The leadership there would have acted differently. And in a way, also part of this was because in the 70s, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan, which kind of bled away people power, because that wasn't supposed to be a main focus of the Soviet Union, but they poured so much into securing Afghanistan, and never really managed because the Americans made it really hard. So I think that was also really a drain on the people power in general.
Yeah, definitely unpopular seeing how it is pretty much still Vietnam, but unfortunately for them, their Vietnam type war did collapse, or at least accelerated.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Um, don't don't go into Afghanistan if you don't have enough resources. I think that's a lesson pretty much in the history books of many countries, many great powers, from the Persians to the Greeks to the British, the Soviets, and now also the Americans. Well, on that note, let's just agree we destroyed the world again. So hopefully next time.
Yes,
uh,
definitely.
let's build some bunkers first. Let's build some bunkers.
Bit Michael first, and then TBC on the launch.
uh, no, but for sure.
What time is it? What time is it over there for you? Pretty late over there.
It's nine. It's about nine in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Cleveland says, "Good job?" Question mark. Well, the Americans did good. We at least survived in South America, so that's where. Oh, and New Zealand survived. By the way, shout out to all the New Zealanders.
Oh yeah,
The real winners are the cockroaches, says Cleveland.
I think like 1 or 2 minutes. I think the Leviathan zone survived, and possibly Iraq.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That did survive. The Levantian zone and I think Iraq. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was Pakistan, was it? Yeah,
Okay, so
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
The
Yep.
Levantian
All
zone in
right.
Pakistan survived. But everything else was wiped from the face of the planet. Kind of brutal.
Yeah, this is not end peacefully. Oh my goodness.
You're saying that, but you launched the attack.
Bro. Yeah, I have some ideas for either country now this time. Just gotta be more careful, see how I play. I'm good for United States or Soviet Union next time.
Yeah, yeah, and for those, I mean, we have gotten questions previously about this. Isn't it just about building MIRVs? Well, you saw in this game that actually doesn't really matter when you have enough nukes to destroy most of the world, but you can't reach everywhere. Then it doesn't matter that you have a bunch of extra MIRVs. They're not gonna really amplify your attack. And I think this was a perfect example of that. That in fact, having the ability to destroy humankind 10 times over doesn't actually improve. Yeah, the
Yeah,
results at the
most
end.
are overkill. Most are pretty much overkill at this point.
Yeah, I mean in this game in particular, they were, because what's the point when everything is destroyed already?
Yeah.
And by the way, also good question. Yeah, MIRVs. Researching MIRVs does not mean you increase your range. It doesn't increase the range of your attacks. It just means that you get multiple warheads on the same missile. So that's why you saw in the attack that the missiles, the Soviet missiles, when they flew
It
up,
was splitting.
yeah, they split into two, so they have multiple warheads. So in actuality, every single nuke in your arsenal becomes two nuclear warheads when they launch. Now, in reality, it's not two that they split into, but the effect of it effectively doubles the effectiveness of your nuclear weapons. And even though the MIRVs are smaller and more accurate in that, when it comes to the overall effect, that's what you have. So you get more bang for your buck in the places that you can reach. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, then only one thing remains, and that's to give you a big thanks, Python. What a wonderful game.
Okay, you too, man. I had a great time playing.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait till next time. Whenever you're available.
Yeah, and hey, to also for people who've been watching us, many thanks to you guys as well, and thanks for wonderful questions. The patch is up, so just update your games, and you should be able to get the small patch. And I will see you guys next Thursday.
Yep, see you around, guys. Have a good night. See you around, ZFK.
Yeah, see you.